We're back for our Saturday edition of The Follow Through. I'm Pastor Fred, still in Vacation Bible School mode, still ready to roll. We've had a great week talking about shining Jesus' light. And what's very difficult about that sometimes is that makes us different. You know what I mean? A lot of times we just don't want to seem like we're different. We want to fit in. We want to be just like everybody else. And there's a part of that that's good, because then we can identify with people. We can relate with what's going on in their lives. We certainly don't want to feel, as we talked about earlier this week, like we're better than anybody else. So in some ways, it's good. It's good that we can sort of fit, because we're in the world. But as Jesus said, we're not of the world. We are to be this city on a hill. We're the light of the world. We are different. We go as remember the old Christian t-shirt with all the fish going one direction, and they're all like kind of mean looking fish. They almost look, I think they're like piranha maybe. And then there's like this really nice looking fish. You know, he's all, you know, he seems real friendly, and he's swimming the other direction. Because he wants to go, and here's the point, he wants to go God's direction. Live God's way, shining His light. Because the world likes to shine a light, but it's more like an annoying light in your eyes, to blind you and to irritate you and to maybe even anger you or blind you if it could. But God says He's got something different. Look at Philippians 2, verse 15. Now, it's the context of this, He's saying, look, that we should do things without grumbling, without complaining and getting all upset. He says, actually, when we do that, so that we may be blameless and innocent children of God, without any blemish in the midst of a crooked and twisted generation, among whom you shine as lights in the world. We're shining His light. We are forgiven. We're not going to jump into all of that mess, to all that darkness and fighting and hatred. Not because we're better, not because we're above everybody else, but because we're forgiven. We're loved by God. And then we look at that and we go, man, that wickedness and the crookedness of this generation, that's not for us. Like, we're going to reject that. Now, we're going to love people and we're going to care for the people around us. But all that sinful behavior, all those ways that are dark, that lead to death, we're going to say no. We're lovingly and in a way that's very caring, we're going to say, nope, can't go there, not going to go in that direction. I love God and I want to know who He is, and I want to go in His direction, loving people the way He has loved me, which is unconditionally and which is perfect. And so when I do that, we shine like stars, right? Because it's dark, and you know, when you look in the night sky, it's so dark, but then you see those lights and you can see them. They stand out and they shine. That's beautiful. That's how God wants us to be, in the middle of that vast sea of darkness, that we would be these lights, right? And there's enough of us, man. We can light. We're the light of the world, and we bring light in that darkness for the people around us. All right. So we'll talk to you next week. We're going to talk about freedom, I believe, here on The Follow Through. So you're not going to want to miss that. So come on back, hit that subscribe button, and share this with somebody in your life.